Now, videos included in the latest drop provide a disturbing look inside the life of the convicted sex offender. More than 2,000 videos make up hours of footage, and it includes videos recorded by Epstein, received from others, or downloaded from the internet. Joining me now is Tanya Lukyanova, a video journalist at the Free Press. She dug through hours of that video and can give us some analysis on what she saw. We should note Free Press and CBS News share a parent company in Paramount, Skydance. Tanya, good morning.
Morning.
It's traumatic for people to even dig through these files and see what they see, but you've done that. I'm curious what jumped out at you that wasn't clear before.
I think that the biggest revelation here is in the overall find of in the sheer volume of these files. You know, these files you can think of like if you were to see somebody's laptop or their phone or their devices, sort of like what kind of window into their psyche and private world can you glimpse at there? And I think we have not seen a new Epstein. We've seen this videos reveal the same Epstein over and over again, operating in plain sight, surrounded by enablers, insulated by wealth, and completely confident that this videos belong to him and they will never be sort of made public.
But you were telling me in the break that that's almost what jumps out at you, because he's recording these women and girls while he's speaking to them,
right,
thinking no one will ever see this footage.
The sheer volume of sexually explicit materials that he has asked his victims to send to him that have been found in his devices is sort of telling in and of itself. But you know, for anybody who's asking how something like this could have been happening for so long and in plain sight, I think these videos do a lot in terms of answering that question. And they really reveal the banality of Epstein's evil, I think. You know, I think he's been such a mythological creature, mythical, I should say, creature. He's been, you know, we try to ascribe him some qualities that he might not possess, because it's hard to kind of wrap our brain around how something like this could be happening. And I think these videos together, watched together, go a long way in terms of explaining how something like this could be happening.
Now, there is also a 2-hour interview conducted by Steve Bannon.
That's right.
What did that reveal?
Well, first of all, as you know, the emails have also revealed sort of a friendship of sorts that has been going on between Epstein and Steve Bannon. That is a bizarre interview. It was apparently intended for a sympathetic documentary that was meant to rehabilitate Epstein's image. It was conducted sometime in 2019. It's really meandering. It's almost 2 hours long. It goes through a number of topics. They talk about politics, economics, science, Epstein's ascent to elite institutions. But one of the bizarre moments comes at the very end, where Steve Bannon sort of out of nowhere begins to pressure Epstein on whether he is the devil himself. The conversation starts, they start talking about, you know, Bannon first asks him, you know, what does he think of institutions accepting money from somebody like himself, which is a tier 1 sexual predator. And Epstein defends his philanthropy by arguing that, you know, the recipients of the funds would not care about the source of the money. And he says, if the devil himself told mothers in Pakistan whose children are receiving polio vaccines that, you know, I'm going to exchange some money for your children's lives, and then that's where Bannon interjects and he goes, do you think you're devil himself? And Epstein tries to laugh it off, and Bannon bizarrely presses him on this subject. He's like, no, it's a serious question. Do you think you're the devil himself? And it ends up being one of the last questions. Then Epstein cuts him off in a couple of minutes and says he has to go.
Quite revealing of the psyche, the twisted logic that was used, and how close he was to powerful people for so long. Really
Absolutely
fascinating to get your take, Tanya Lukyanova. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you so much.